Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. Here we are on location in the Beer Stube at Capitol Brewery here in Middleton.
What a great spot to be. Maybe later we'll have a drink.
Yeah, maybe now we'll have a drink. Who
There
knows?
you go. It's never
Lots
too
of hustle
early.
and bustle going on in the background here. They're brewing beer. They start early in the morning, and we're really excited to talk to those folks later. But first, if you're looking for good gift ideas for your dog for the holidays, look no further than Emily Ruzicka from Dawg, Dayz, Grooming and Care. Emily, welcome back.
Thank you. She's going to give us tips. She is not the gift.
She's not the gift, right? Yeah. She doesn't give the gifts. She gives us ideas.
Yes.
So, what are some good dog gifts for Christmas? That you can get things that you can give your dog for Christmas.
Well, oftentimes you'll see many stores have lots and lots of ideas. They will put fun little stockings together filled with different rawhides, different treats, different plastic toys, all kinds of things. Those are always good to buy, but just be aware, kind of the reason I wanted to touch on this was you can get really excited to want to treat your dog over the holidays, and you can over-treat your dog over the holidays, and then you will have a dog with a bellyache, and that won't be good for when you have guests over. So, so just choose the same kind of toys, treats, things that you always do give your dog. Don't go overboard. That was kind of the idea behind the question. And also, if you want to buy treats from Dawg Dayz, we have homemade treats made with very healthy ingredients. So please, one of our staff does it, and she's great. So just basically the idea was don't give them anything too out of the ordinary,
Right.
but maybe just a little bit more of what they already have.
And that's actually an interesting point because just like human food, there's a lot of processed things sometimes in dog food. So it's kind of nice to have the homemade items if you can swing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a couple of other points we're going to touch on today that I think are really important topics. One of those is, as we come into the holidays, it is kind of a popular thing you see in the movies where the dog comes out of the box and it's got the bow and it's cute, and you only see day one in the movies, though.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about this. In your opinion, is this something people really do in real life, and is it a good idea?
I don't think people really do this. I thought it would be funny to think about whether or not that actually happens. I've never heard of anyone actually doing this. If you're considering doing this, it is not a good idea, as first and foremost, I don't think any puppy wants to be in a box under a tree overnight.
Right.
Secondly, you do want to prepare your children and family for a puppy. You don't want to have it be a surprise gift. I thought this would be a really fun Christmas gift. This is something you want to talk about, plan on, find the right breed, make sure your home, your yard, your family is ready for that commitment, because it is a 10 to 15, 18, 20-year commitment sometimes. So yeah, it shouldn't be a, ooh, fun Christmas gift, that's all.
And dogs are really members of the family, and
Yes.
so you wouldn't go and surprise adopt a baby.
No.
You know, I think
Exactly.
So
That's a great analogy.
I'm full of them.
Oh, that's our next topic, actually, is babies with bows and a tree. Nice segue. No, but no, that's a good thing to think about. And like I said, in the movies, you see day one and everyone's happy, but fast forward several years, there's work and there's thought process, and so we want to make sure that those puppies are finding the right homes, and it's not just a fun day.
Yes, fun day.
Something you shared with us just before we started was we're talking a little bit about licensing for your dogs, getting the proper license and tags and so forth. There's different licenses for city permits versus park permits. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure. Most people are aware of city licenses or permits for dogs. If you have a dog, you're required to get a City of Madison, in this case, license. It has their own number. It also proves with the license. To get the license, you have to have rabies verification to show that your dog has rabies shots. So then you'll have another little tag from your vet and a license tag. So then they've got their little bling on their collar. One more thing you have to have if you're going to use a dog park. This is why I want to talk about this from Dawg Dayz, because we utilize the dog park every day with our dog daycare, is that there is also a county park permit. If you're using many dog parks are county parks. It's another little jingle for their collar. It's like around $30 for the whole year, and you need to use that to be able to go to the park. So they are separate, extra expense, but it's worth it.
Okay, good to know. Really good tips. So on to the next topic. Like I said, we're covering a lot today.
Yeah.
But next one is, I want to talk to you a little bit about, in the summer, summertime is when people worry about like pests and sicknesses and things like that, because you're outside and you're doing all these things. Is there this same concern in the winter, and what are they?
Yes, so there's not the pest issue as much as you would think, but there is. Doggies get colds just like we do. They're a little bit different. There's some that are infections. There's some that are viruses. Viruses, you just kind of work it out of your system. Infections, often you can get treatment for. Kennel cough or Bordetella, basically synonymous. That's your dog was going to have a barking cough. Usually they can just kind of stay home and rest.
I'm going to let that one roll.
And that
I can't help it.
And then the barking cough.
Right,
I know. I thought of that. But usually with rest and keeping them a little bit lower key will help with that. They can also get treated by a vet. But if your dog does have the bark and cough, please take them to the vet to make sure they don't have that virus or infection.
Good to know. You don't think about your dog getting a common cold.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Reminds me of that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer got the barking cough.
Yeah.
I can see it
It really
Everything
does sound like
somehow
that.
relates to
Relates to
Seinfeld,
Seinfeld,
doesn't it? I
absolutely.
mean,
So-
everyone knows
Good
that.
show.
Yeah.
Lasts forever.
You know, some of the things that that are maybe not viral related, but that we get in the wintertime is cabin fever. You know, we get stuck indoors, it's cold and that sort of thing.
Gray.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we need to take those vitamin D supplements and so
Yes.
forth. Does this occur for dogs? I mean, do they get cabin fever?
They do. I mean, I don't know that it's as much of an emotional response, although slightly, yes, I think so, but maybe not as big as ours. But yes, they need to get outside. If you're feeling antsy, your dog is definitely feeling antsy. They like the snow, they like the cold, like I touched on in the past segments. If they're little ones with short hair, put a jacket on them, but get them out at least get some fresh air around the block, or get them out for a big run if you can tolerate the weather. They do get antsy, and they will let you know.
Yeah, good tip. Emily, we did it. We got through everything.
Woo!
I'm proud. That was a lot of topics. We covered it.
Well, Emily Ruzicka from Dog Dayz Grooming and Care, thank you so much for joining us. And
Thank you
don't
for
go
having
away,
me.
there's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after this. Stick around.